This afternoon from the city of brotherly love, the Pirates conclude their 4-game series against their cross-state rivals. Need a win to earn a split, and it is smoking. Water bottles being handed out, the spray mist fans and the Philly fans making their way in to the bank. Greg Brown along with John Wehner and Hannah Mears trying to stay cool. Pirates trying to cool off these Philadelphia Phillies. They've been one of the hottest teams in baseball since the Pirates saw them at PNC Park in mid-May. And that task, John, is going to be handed to right-hander Jared Jones, who makes his 7th start of the season. He won't go long, but need him to pitch well.
Yeah, hopefully he can be the stopper here today. We know he can bring the heat. Jared Jones, he'll reach triple digits today, and he's going to look to put a good start together on Saturday against the Reds. Pitched into the 5th, maybe not his best outing, didn't have the greatest defense behind him in that 5th inning where he gave up a couple of runs, but you know he's chomping at the bit to get back out there and get the Pirates back in the win column.
Now, he's not gone more than 5 innings in any one of his 6 previous starts, so good chance we're going to see Carmen Mlodzinski today. And the bottom line there, that stat is a real good one. The Pirates are 12-5 in the games he's pitched.
Yeah, obviously did a pretty good job as a starter. He's doing an excellent job as a reliever. You look at his last 3 appearances, 7 innings, no runs allowed, picked up a save, and the ERA just 2.55 since moving to the bullpen.
Yeah, and then goes upstairs with it. The slider strikes out Turner. Registers his 2nd consecutive strikeout, both on 3-2 pitches. Wow, Jared Jones, 100, strikes out each of the 3 he faces. Go to the 2nd, 0-0.
Back then it felt bigger, more modern.
Gets it down. Look at that.
No chance.
A bunt hit for Mangum, 2 on, nobody out, even though Bohm was playing in.
Yep, that's Brett Butler-like right there. And, you know, if you can deaden the ball, say 25 feet from home plate with his speed, you have no chance.
And John, you've talked about this before, how you don't have to surprise him. Look how early he squares.
Yes, exactly.
and then halfway in, Bohm's playing.
Yeah, and there's nothing he could do. He's already charging. You know, he's 80 feet from home plate when Mangum gets it down.
So now he takes them off, figuring he can see it better. And a high fly ball to right, toward the wall. And off the top of the wall. Mangum was going back to tag. The Pirates will not score a run out of it. The bases are loaded. That was bizarre.
The way the ball has carried this series with the heat, and there's a little breeze blowing out that way with 1 out, I just don't understand the tagging. Both runners only moving up 90 feet. You know, maybe you feel like it's a routine fly, but man, that's just about a foot from being a 3-run homer. Instead, it's a single, and nobody scores.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, especially with 1 out, if there's a ball off the wall, you got to score from second base. You know, unless the outfielder's camped under the ball and you know you can go up and move up 90 feet. But you know, if the outfielders are moving, especially retreating towards the wall.
Bouncing ball toward 3rd. There's Bohm, and on to first base, and they do it. Bohm starts it. It ends with a 5-3 inning-ending double play. The Pirates do not score. It's 0-0.
But he's just not giving them many fastballs to hit.
And this changeup is into left field. This will score 1. Now the double by Harper, bringing home Marchand.
Yeah, I doubt that Harper was looking fastball there. You know, for him to stay back and hit a changeup the other way, you know, these guys obviously are very good hitters, and they've been watching, and they're not seeing a ton of fastballs. So, I mean, one way to combat that is just to start looking for something up out over the plate and hit the other way.
Oh, you could tell that is exactly what he was doing there. Mangum turns around about right-handed against him. Hits this in the air to right and slicing toward the corner, and that's a fair ball. And Jake Mangum into second base with a double.
Like that, wasting very little time. Jake Mangum. First pitch swinging. That's a good approach. 92 away.
One ball, one strike. The other way for Brandon Lau against the lefty. Puts runners at first and third. And nobody out.
And that's what Brandon Lau needed to do. Don't see him go the other way very often, but gets a fastball out over.
Yeah, that might be an understatement, John. When was the last time you saw him do that?
Yeah, he doesn't do it very often, and he's been pulling off. He kind of struggled through June.
And up the middle, put it in play. He does it. Esmerlin Valdez ties the game, extends his hitting streak to 7 consecutive ball games. Mangum scores, Lau to third, and it's 1-1.
What a great at bat after falling behind 0-2. Shorten up, pitch out over. 3 hits in this 5th inning. All pitches out over the plate, all hit up the middle or the other way.
Brandon Lau, his last 2 times up versus left-handed pitching, singles to left.
Yeah, again, it's sometimes I think it helps.
Lau takes off. A rare stolen base attempt, and he's caught stealing.
Well, take a look. I thought he got that hand in there.
His first stolen base attempt, and they're going to challenge.
Nice. Kevin Roach wouldn't challenge unless he was pretty sure. Richie's really good.
He is really good.
Pittsburgh is challenging.
And you see Lau going on first move.
Once he comes off the bag, he sure looks like he's in there.
Yes, sir.
This shouldn't take long. Kevin Roach. Fans at this ballpark.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
How about
The
that?
runner's safe.
Roachy.
Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
Almost the 1-year anniversary last year in Minnesota. And crack to left center field. Like magic, he delivers again. Past the center fielder Crawford. Esmerlin Valdez into third base with an RBI. Triple to give the Pirates a 2-1 lead in the 7th inning.
My goodness gracious, this guy. He just drives in runs. It doesn't matter. Right-handed pitchers, left-handed pitchers. Really, it's incredible what he's doing. 100 miles per hour, that fastball in the outer third. Crawford thinks he can cut it off. He can't.
Esmerlin Valdez, his first triple in the big leagues.
It is magic.
It is remarkable. And into center field, Nick Gonzalez on a 1-2 pitch. Drives in Valdez. It is 3-1 in the 7th inning. What a clutch hit from Nicky G.
Yep, he goes to the fastball instead of that cutter. And boy, he just stays through the ball so well. He gets so many of these hits, but it's because of the hitting mechanics. You know, he's fighting through it, keeps the bat head through the hitting zone. Look at the hands pull in. His approach gets him these hits.
Around and getting back to the top, and they use Mason Montgomery as Andy Rodriguez lifts one to deep left center field to the wall, and Andy Rodriguez goes oppo. Erod clears the deck with his 5th cannonball. Pirates take a 4-1 lead here in Philly.
My goodness, you stand next to Endy, you don't see power. You know, he's not a very big guy. He's not small, but he's not a very big guy. The swing, it's not a big aggressive swing. It's actually really smooth, but boy, does he have pop. The way the ball jumps off his bat, Rodriguez. Gets the foot down, just handsy, very handsy swing. 93 center cut.
Great sound. Nobody. That's right. Fly ball to right. That'll produce another run. Rincones will make the catch. A sacrifice fly for Esmeralyn Valdez. Adds to the Pirates' lead. It's 5-1.
And, you know, it's not that easy just to go up there. I'm going to hit a fly ball. He's just very comfortable, obviously relaxed in the box, not wasting any time. Gets a pitch, gets it out of the infield, and that was my worry through the middle innings. The Pirates just couldn't get the job done.
Deep to left and clear the deck. Another cannonball coming. Nick Gonzalez, his 4th, his 3rd hit of the game. Pirates lead it 6-1 in the 9th inning.
Looked like a breaking ball to Nick Gonzalez, an easier pitch to get extended and get in the air. There it is. Breaking ball, middle in. We're talking about that a lot as far as